What's your advice to friends when they ask you about how they should use these platforms to help them think through legal issues? Should people be using these things to put in legal documents? Are there risks?
Well, for one, I think you want to make sure the AI is not training on your data. Usually that's something you can turn on or off. You also have more control oftentimes with different AI that you might be paying for, but you need to do your own homework on that. I wouldn't put super sensitive information into the AI unless you're working with something that's very, very high level security. Not all AI companies are as thoroughly thinking through the safety side of issues or the data security side of issues that we are at Inflection. It's something that we think a lot about. What people want to do is increase your muscle memory with AI. In other words, build up this comfort level and keep pushing yourself to go further in terms of how can it help me. Let me give you an example. The first time I ever used Pi, and we use different data sets here at Inflection to try to make the AI more sensitive in terms of how it might know you. And I actually was going into a meeting with somebody who I thought was actually a narcissist. And I remember having this fascinating discussion with Pi about the characteristics of what a narcissist is, why I thought he was a narcissist. And then I said, based on all of the psychological research, and why don't you come at this from the point of view of a psychologist who is an expert in dealing with narcissists. And I actually cited a guy in San Diego who, to give the AI an example of the type of expert. How would we most effectively write an email to that person? And it was amazing. And it was like using all of this science and thoughtfulness, and then the AI explained it to me. I mean, that was an interesting way for me to use an AI.